the way I was gassing this thing up, and but my other eye wasn't even done and the look wasn't even completed. No. Hi guys, it's Ali. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I've got the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation to review, swatch, demo, give my thoughts, all of that. So if you want the tea, then go ahead and keep on watching. If you've been with me for some time, then you'll know it's no secret that I am a massive fan of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I actually do have it here with me today because we are going to do a little bit of a shade comparison in just a second. But one thing that I did struggle with the Airbrush Flawless was the shade matching and figuring out my shade. And since this is a new launch, I thought I'd try and get this video out nice and early so you guys can see what the shade looks like on my skin tone. And the particular shade that I went ahead and picked up was the 13 Warm. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't the shade that I would have gravitated towards on my own. I probably would have gone more 14 Cool or 14 Neutral, just because, and I'll tell you why, because the model that I've seen wearing the 13 Warm, I feel like she looks nothing like me skin tone wise. I don't know what it is, but I think I might be darker in my head than I am to literally everyone else, because when I ask people and I send like my friends or my sister, you know, the picture where you've got like 50 women of different skin tones, and I say like which one looks like me, the one that they always feed back to me always feels lighter than what I see in myself. I don't know, but this time I went with what I was matched to, which is the 13 Warm. So I thought I could come here and, you know, we'll have a look at the shade together and just see what's happening. There are 30 different shades and it is a 30 milliliter product. Am I talking too fast again? I feel like I'm doing that thing where I talk too fast again. Let me just, okay. So it is a 30 milliliter product. It is medium coverage. And I'm pretty sure this is more on the lighter side. So it might be light to medium rather than medium to full. I don't think you can get like a full coverage wear with this particular foundation, but there's literally not that much out there about it, video wise, review wise, that kind of thing. So I don't know. I don't know, but we will find out. We will. And it's supposed to be infused with hyaluronic acid, so it's skincare and makeup mixed together. And the idea is that your skin is supposed to improve every single time you wear this. So I don't know, but this is what the packaging looks like. Very nice, sort of classic Charlotte Tilbury-esque packaging with like the rose gold accenting and stuff like that. And I'll just show you compared to the Airbrush Flawless. And then here is the pump once you remove the lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the shades. So just to let you know that this is 14 Warm, but it's not the shade that I was actually matched to. I think I was matched to 13 Neutral in this foundation, but again, looking at the models on the Charlotte Tilbury website, the 13 Neutral just didn't look like me. It didn't. So I took matters into my own hands, and the first Charlotte Tilbury shade I had was 14 Cool, but then I went ahead and got the Warm because I'm a little bit more warm toned, and that's what the shade looks like. I'm just doing this so we can have a little bit of a shade comparison, so you kind of know ballpark what you'll be looking at if you are someone who's a similar skin tone to me. They are very different. And that right there is the 13 Warm. And I'm just gonna, okay. So this is what the two foundations look like. The Beautiful Skin one is, it's definitely a lighter formula. It's not as thick, not as creamy feeling. Feels more like sort of your everyday foundation kind of texture. A bit like the Fenty Skin Tint, which I'll probably swatch because I think that's the closest thing I've got to this one shade wise for reference. Because like I said, that Charlotte Tilbury one is not the shade that I was matched to. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Skin Tint. This is the Fenty Skin Tint in the shade 20. And I've just done a little swatch at the top. Yeah, so this one feels pretty much exactly the same as the Fenty Skin Tint. So these are the three shades that I have got. So this is the Fenty Skin Tint in the shade 20. This is the Beautiful Skin in the shade 13 Warm. And this is the Airbrush Flawless in the shade 14 Warm. So I'm going to do half a face, I think, to start with. I thought it'd be a good idea to use a Charlotte Tilbury primer with a Charlotte Tilbury foundation. So this is just the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Primer. I don't remember ever using this primer, but it is very glowy. I mean, hence why it's called Wonder Glow, but hey. I'm actually very, very excited for this foundation just because the shade, like, I get so skeptical about Charlotte Tilbury shades, I do. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so we're primed and prepped, and yeah, to start off, I'm gonna do half my face, and I'm gonna do a brush application with the first half, and then I'll do a sponge application on the second half. I don't know. I'm a little bit excited. I am. So that's what the shade is looking like so far. I don't know how much of this I want to put on because I want to get coverage, but I also want to show you how it applies firsthand. So that's probably where I'm going to leave it for now. And then I've got this cool new brush set from Mima Cosmetics. If you don't know, well, now you know. And I absolutely love these brushes. They're amazingly soft. I love these. They've got this gorgeous ombre brown handle, and this, oh, they're so soft. But I'm using the brush number 11, which is the foundation brush, I believe. And I'm just gonna use this to buff out that product. Yeah, so it's definitely more of a light to medium build foundation. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this shade right now. Okay, looking at both of my cheeks like this is probably my shade, but I'm curious. Yeah, and looking in the mirror as well, this is definitely looking like it's going to be my shade. I'm curious to see what the 14 would look like on me, just because it's what I use in the Airbrush Flawless, but as you guys saw, that's like a little bit far from what I actually look like. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous finish. And the one, this is something that I find absolutely astonishing about the Charlotte Tilbury foundations, is that they actually have this thing where they make skin look like skin, but just so nice. This is gorgeous. What? Yeah, this is so my shade. Do you see? $14 would definitely, I feel like, be a little bit cooler, but I think I could still make it work. That's the thing. Like, if you look at my neck and stuff like that, I know you're not supposed to match foundation to your neck, but I mean, I can do it, and who's gonna check me? Nobody. So yeah, the reason why I didn't get a darker shade was in case I wanted to build it up. I think that's when things would start looking a little bit crazy, because it just wouldn't be my shade. This is, I'm just gonna, let me just see if I can get closer so you can see. So I have hyperpigmentation that comes right down the side of my cheek, just like on this side. So it pretty much mirrors, I mean, I've got like twin acne, I don't know. Acne, hyperpigmentation. So that's what my skin looks like without any of the foundation on. And then this is what it looks like with the foundation on. So you get an idea of what the coverage is looking like. So this is just where we are right now. Like, oh my goodness. I love that. I might do a second layer in just a moment once I've done the sponge application, just because I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens with a second layer. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Okay. So I've just got my Made by Mitchell beauty sponge, one of my favorite sponges. Let me just blend before I try and speak. Okay, so what I have gathered, it is a very, very lightweight foundation, extremely lightweight. So this is one layer of the foundation and I think it's gorgeous. Now, I'm a huge fan. So it's not scented or anything. The Airbrush Flawless has a slight scent to it, but this one doesn't. And it's got a gorgeous glowy finish to it. This is stunning. I love it. I'm going to do one more layer and then I'm going to add a little bit of powder over the top. Maybe some concealer. Just to see what happens. So this side has the second layer on it. And this side has the single layer on. I can actually see a difference, and it's definitely in that area that I mentioned before where I've got the darker marks from the hyperpigmentation. That's where that extra layer is really, it's really doing something. So now I'm just going to even out both sides, just so you know we're not out here looking crazy. I'm just going to take my airbrush Flawless finish in the shade Deep number 4 and the Mima Cosmetics number 12 brush, and I'm going to do a light dusting of this powder over the top of this foundation just to gently set the product. You know, as we would, just a light dusting. I typically wouldn't set my face before using like a concealer or anything, but just because I wanted you to see the whole face with a little bit of powder on, so it still get that nice natural glow, but when I'm looking at it in the mirror, it's not as, I don't want to say oily looking, but it's not as sort of wet. Yeah, wet. It's not as wet looking once you've put that layer of powder on top, but you still get the glow that the product sort of promises you. So this is probably how I would wear it. This is more of like an everyday your skin but better. And this is, yeah, I wouldn't do like a full face glam contour powders and setting and baking and all these other things. I wouldn't do that using this foundation just because I don't feel like that's what it's for. I feel like the Airbrush Flawless does that well, but this one is probably nice like this. But if you did want to sort of do your under eye highlighter, then I'm going to see how that works out. So I'm using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I tried to think of a product that promised hydration, and I don't remember if the NARS one is that, but I know it says Radiant in the name. So that was good enough for me, rather than one of my more matte ones. So I am... Should I do both sides or should I just do one? Let's do one to begin with. Let's do one. I'm not going to do any heavy baking or anything like that with this either. Just wanted to see how the foundation worked with another product sat on top of it. And I'm just going to try and press some of the Airbrush Flawless in the shade 3. Is this medium or tan? This is tan. And I'm going to take that onto a beauty sponge. And I'm just going to press it in to the concealer. Let me tell you something. This is what I will say. If you are someone who's into more of like the highlight flawless beat, you can still achieve that without this foundation getting cakey or doing anything weird. This foundation paired with the Airbrush Flawless finish powders, this will actually have you here sitting feeling like you're wearing the Airbrush Flawless foundation. But of course you've got that hydrating foundation, you've got that glow, you've got... Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I do love it. I do love it. So if you are someone who goes for a little bit more of a matte finish or a demi matte, not fully matte, see, Do you see the glow? We're still glowing. We are still glowing, but we have that under eye like lift. Do you see how it's not on this side? Because I haven't done that whole situation. So this is like, want to keep it cute, want to keep it glowy, doing what I have to do. This is more like, you know, I might go out. I might step out. This is just, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin doing its thing. And here we're going more for like a full face beat. You know what, I'm just gonna do blush. Let me just see. This is one of my favorite brushes now for blush. I don't think that's what it's for, but that's exactly what I use it for. And I'm using my Fenty Skin. I'm using my Fenty Beauty blush in the shade Rosé Latte. And this is the Mima brush number 9. And what I do, I just smile a little bit and just get a bit of that blush going just on the cheek. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. You know what I think excites me most about the situation? Because I feel like, you know, I look, you know, the same as I would with like a 4B situation. It's the lightweightness of it all. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing anything. Wait a minute. Okay. I feel like, no, I'm definitely into this. This is so cute. My face feels very lightweight. With the airbrush Flawless, there's a little bit of tightness, but it's nothing like dramatic. Like, I'm not gonna say you feel like, oh, your face is just, no. It's just a little bit like this one. It feels like I just woke up. If I didn't have lashes on, I'd feel like I just woke up. That's how light this is. It's just so, wow. And I didn't realize how much I loved the NARS Radiant Concealer, but that concealer really do be doing what it do when it do it. I've unintentionally just ended up doing like a half and half look, but I will just complete this side just so we can wrap up the video and you can see sort of what a full sort of done up face would look like with this foundation. But right now, I have no complaints. Like, seriously, none. The shade, the formula, this, I actually cannot believe that this shade has worked out for me. It looks like I'm wearing any of my other foundations, which leads me to believe that perhaps the airbrush Flawless in the shade 13W might have actually worked for your girl. I don't know what I'm doing with that 14 warm. You lot saw the swatches. You saw the swatch. Maybe I should have listened to Charlotte. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, okay. So it's holding up very, very nicely. So you can see, I love how that little highlighted area looks though. You have your daytime and your nighttime. Okay, I'm gonna finish my face and I'm gonna come right back. We're gonna add a little bit of setting spray just to see what happens if anything changes. But yeah, so far so good. I've gone ahead and matched up both sides. We've got a bit more of a full glam going on right now. For someone who said they wouldn't be using this foundation for like a full face beat, this is probably a lot more up my alley than any of my other foundations, because I feel like it can hold a full face beat more than like a skin tint or, you know, the Fenty skin tint or the Glowish skin tint, that kind of thing. This, because it's more foundation than like tinted cream type thing, it holds very, very well. And if you look at me, this is still glowing. I look radiant, I'm not even gonna lie, and that's without even having put on the setting spray or anything. I love the setting spray. Like, can you tell that I love this setting spray? And this is a full size bottle. I've got another one ordered. It's coming in, so I'm gonna have a full bottle very, very soon. But let's just, wow. That sound is because I've broken one of the highlighters in this highlighter palette. But wow. No, I'm sorry. What? listen. I don't like to gas products up on the internet because like I hate when people do that, but no, but seriously, this, no, I love it. No, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I like it a little bit or whatever. I love it. No, I love it. And I feel like it's just the perfect winter foundation as well because of the hydration. What is going on? What is going on? No, I'm sorry. I feel like I look really nice. I'm sorry. If we are shade twins and you are someone who wears the similar shades to me, I have all of my foundations listed in the description box down below. If you wear those shades, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of 13 Warm because it is our shade. Look at us. Look at me, friend. Look. This is our shade. I'm obsessed with this. And I don't know if I've said how much it costs already, but it is £34. I will leave a link in the description box down below to where you can purchase it. But no, I feel like Charlotte Tilbury did a very good job with this foundation and I'm in love. Then I knew there was something off about this look. I've got one I've got one eye lined and the other one not. That's hilarious. Yeah, see, I knew there was something and I loved it before I even completed the look. Can you believe it? No, that's how you know the foundation is legit, because the way I was gassing this thing up and my other eye wasn't even done and the look wasn't even completed. No. So if there's anything that I have forgotten, make sure you drop a comment in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Right now, I'm just in awe of my face because, I mean, yeah. And I feel like it's such a... Even for summer, you know, with the lightweight product, this, no, it's a very good foundation. It really is. If anyone does want me to try this foundation with any other sort of setting powders that aren't the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, that's such a mouthful to say, Airbrush Flawless, then go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below. I am aware that not everyone will have these, and that's basically what I've used today. It's basically been Charlotte Tilbury products with Charlotte Tilbury products. So yeah, I understand not everyone has them. So that's pretty much it. Like, why am I still talking? This video is just rolling on minutes and minutes and minutes. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure that you click that thumbs up button. If you aren't subscribed, then subscribe, of course. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in my next one.